recording. So Femi also mentioned you can access Leetcode on your phone. Basically, just it's free. Although you can upgrade though, if you have the money. But most cases, it's actually very, very free. So you should be good, right? I guess. What about Rachel? Is this your first time? You can unmute if you want to like engage. Oh, sorry. All right. Okay. Rachel. All right. So please follow along. So basically, I'm going to paste the problem. Since we have someone who's today is their first time, I'm going to paste the problem here on the Zoom chat so that you can also follow along. Right. This is the first problem we're going to be solving. Right. Then we have a second one if we have the chance. So basically, what we are going to be doing is very simple. We are going to be solving this problem. So imagine yourself in front of like a recruiter, and they give you this problem, right? And they say, please, they give you the problem and they tell you to write the code to solve the problem. So basically, there's a programming language. I'm trying to describe the problem. It's a programming language with only 4 operations and 1 variable x. Good. Plus plus x plus plus increments the value of the variable by x by 1, minus minus x minus minus decrement the value of the variable by 1. Initially value of x is 0, given an array of strings, operations, containing a list of operations, right? Return the final value of x after performing all the operations, right? So basically, these are the operations that can be performed. This increments the value by 1. This decrements the value by 1. Then they are telling you that, you know what, given a list of operations, given x, right? Let's say they give you about an x, right? Initially by 0, which is going to be 0. They want you to return the final value, right? Does anyone have any question about this? So for example, they give you this operation, minus minus x, x plus plus, x plus plus, right? They want you to give them what will be the final value after this operation has been applied to x, which is going to be initially 0. Now, let me explain. Remember, the first operation is minus minus x. So therefore, right, we are going to decrease 0 by 1. That will give us -1, right? Then x plus plus. That means we are going to increase our initial value by 1, which is -1 plus 1, which is going to be 0. Then x plus plus again, we are going to increase our previous results by 1, which is going to give us 1 again. Then you are going to return 1 in your problem. So that's it. That's how to address the problem. Does anyone have any question at this point? Femi, Salami, I think Salami just joined. Are you able to do you have any question at this point? I know Salami just joined, so you might be trying to understand what we're doing. Does anyone have any question about what is going on here?
Hello.
Hello, Salami.
Yeah. I didn't get your question. What did you say?
Hey, welcome to the great. I think you just joined. So basically, are you familiar with Leetcode?
Not really.
All right, Leetcode. Leetcode is just a way to give you problems to go and solve, and you solve it, right? I don't know. The website is leetcode.com. It's free to sign up. Actually, you can do it on your phone also. I know 1 or 2 folks mentioned they do Leetcode on their phone, right? And they'll give you a set of problem, and they'll tell you to write the code to solve the problem. That's what Leetcode is about, right? I mean, most programming challenges are moving towards this form of like testing, right? I don't know. Has anyone seen this kind? Has anyone been asked to solve this kind of problem before? Maybe when you're trying to interview, and I've been asked a couple of times, like many times. Has anyone else been asked this kind of thing to solve? Maybe, you know, by their prospective employer or by.
So the only one I've tried, and that was not too long, was the essay that Goldman Sachs will give people, right?
Yeah.
That was more of optimization. Like they wanted me to write a code that would take little memory and shorter time. So
Yep.
but I've not done this type. The one you're showing us here specifically. Increment. The only one I can remember was when I was doing my internship and they were asking what was the difference between x plus equals to 1 or x minus 1. Exactly, Akarank. I think the Goldman Sachs is majorly Akarank.
Yeah, people use Akara and then they use there is some coder part. We have a bunch of them. Right, yeah. Most professional companies use Akara. I know Twitter does, and a couple of other weird companies too. You can see them. They use Akara. So yeah, you know, your experience is actually very similar, right? You know, if you're trying to engage like many of these international companies, right, at least many of them use this to eliminate candidates, right? And you mentioned the fact that you were given a piece of code to optimize, and you know they asked about the runtime, you know, the resource usage, right? That's what Akarank is doing, right? Except Akarank is going to try to like, you know, do it for you, give you like a rule time. Look at this one. Look at what we have here right now. Basically, we have this operation. If you want me to explain again, I can explain. We have, and they give us this question. See, there's a program language only 4 operation and 1 variables. These are the operation plus x and x plus increase it by 1, and minus x and x minus decrease it by 1. The x is going to start with 0, and they want you that given an array of operation, they want you to return what the resulting value of x is going to be. So let's say, for example, they give you this array of operation. If the initial value of x is 0, so negative x is going to decrease the value of 0 by 1. So here it's going to be -1. Then if this x plus plus, you take that -1 and increase it by 1, because x plus plus is what? Increment by 1, which is going to give you what? 0. Then the last operation is also x plus plus, which is going to be 0 plus 1, which is going to be 1. Right? That's what they're asking in this case. Right. All right, folks.
Chilled. I think I get what you're doing. So if you are going to be looking at this first one, it will be x plus 1, 1 plus 1, 2 plus 1, 3. I think I get you.
All right. And does it make sense now?
So much of it.
All right. So we also have
the question is, what is the difference between plus x and x plus plus?
No, the question is that you are going to write the code here, right? That if they pass in any kind of array of operation, you see, these are different kind of array. Any kind of array that they pass in, right? You will always going to give them the right value. So even if they change this value to something else, you're always going to return the right result to them. Does anyone want to like take a stab at it? It's actually pretty simple, but for those that are just starting,
I started looking at it too.
All right, Femi is trying to body us here. He's trying to make us look like we don't, you know, we are not coders. He's trying to.
No, not really. So they met me here, so you know I've already seen the question before they came out. Right. So that was why.
All right. So I'm going to also post it on our Discord channel, right? So once we're all done, right, you know, you're going to post your solution on Discord channel. For those who do not have the Discord channel link, right, let me send that to you. Yeah. Sorry. All right, so that folks can go and join our Discord channel and post their solution there. All right. Please, you guys can start because I was the one that picked this question. So mentally, I was already thinking about it. So all right, here's a Zoom and the Discord link to our channel. Use that to join. All right, let me also start solving the problem. I'm going to be using Python in this case. Right. Yeah, I'm going to stop sharing my screen, right? Or at least I'll share like a different screen. Let me share a different screen, right? New window screen so that everything is just not blank. Right, new share. All right, I'm going to work off a different screen here. All right, we should give probably 20-25 minutes should be enough. If you have any question, please unmute yourself and Discord. Thanks.
Hello? Hello? Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me?
Sure. Yes, we can.
Please,
yeah, we can hear you.
all right. Please, my battery is running down. I hope you can get this on YouTube, the recorded one.
Yes, I'm going to record it. Are you on our Discord channel?
No. I just joined for today. I'm just joining and my battery is running down.
Oh, go to our meetup page. There's a link to our Discord where I'm going to post the link of the YouTube. All right.
Okay.
All right.
With other videos that we've recorded, I hope I get it there.
All right. I mean, I'm going to send the link to the YouTube. Then, yeah, it should give you the videos. Hopefully. Right.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
No problem. Well, thanks for coming, though. Sorry about the battery thing. Yeah. One x minus 1.
So please, I need someone to share me the invitation link to the Discord group chat so that I have access to post my solution.
Hello, guys.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, Toby.
Yeah, I wasn't. I wasn't hearing anything, so I just wanted to be sure that not from my end.
Well, it's not from me. Right now, we are trying to solve the problem, right? So basically, I think you should be able to see our screen, right? This is the problem we're trying to solve, right? And so basically, I don't know if you're familiar with Leetcode, are you?
Yeah, I am.
All right, so this is what we're trying to solve. Just, let me post the link again. Are you in our Discord channel?
No, I'm not.
Okay. All right, just a link to the problem. Okay, I think let me post the invite to the Discord again. All right. So I just posted the link to the Leetcode question that we're trying to solve right now, and the Discord channel.
Okay, let me see if I can access on my laptop.
All right, no problem.
Oh, okay. So what's the general idea? Are we just to solve it and or how does it work exactly?
We solve it, right? We explain before you join the call, we explain like the problem, right? Then we take some time. Every one of us takes some time to solve it. Then when we are done, we post the solutions to the Discord channel and we discuss it, the solution.
Okay, okay. So we are all trying to solve it right now.
Yes, yes. That was why we acquired that time.
Okay. Okay, I see. All right. Okay, I just got I think I've seen the question in Leetcode now. Cool. So do I just go ahead and try to solve it?
Yeah, yeah. If you can, make some, good progress in short amount of time, sure, go ahead, right? And if you're not able to make it, we have one more, solve it before the end of the time. We have one more question that we need to solve for today. So you can also join us on that one, but give it a try.
Is it after this call or still on this call?
Oh, it's on this call, right?
Cool. All right, let's see. Right. Let me see if I can try to solve this. Hey, Sad, what's up now?
Hello, Toby. You can use your phone. You can use your phone if you. I'm using my phone, so you can use your phone if you feel getting your PC will take a longer time.
Toby, I'm good. I think I just solved my own and I sent it to Discord chat. I don't know how efficient it is, but then I just tried something.
Let me see, guys. It's on Kick.
No, I'm not watching. Hello, Sad.
Yes.
Yeah, you are supposed to post your answer on the Leetcode page.
Okay, the Leetcode page.
Yes.
So click on the link or the Leetcode
link and post it there. Okay, no problem.
And post it there.
Yeah, so post it. And then click run code.
Okay, I'll try it now.
Yeah, so.
All right. So let's give like 3 more minutes for this. Then we can discuss the solution and move on to the next problem.
Yeah.
But I don't know where you guys department.
What did he say?
All right, so we have about 2 more minutes for this, and we can I think at this point, people can start posting their solution to the group. It doesn't have to be the most efficient solution, trust me. Just, when even during interview, you don't always go for the most efficient solution at the first try, unless you're very familiar with the problem itself. You got a good handle of the problem. But in most cases, you go for the best solution you can think about, then you optimize on it. Because, if you try to go for the best solution, that happened to me before, trying to think of the best solution, and at the end of the day, you only put down rubbish, right? Because most likely, and you just tell, yeah, this guy doesn't know it. But at least if you give a solution and your solution is not the best solution, but the way you explain it, right, kind of shows that you understand the problem. That leaves a better, taste in their mouth than you trying to come up with the best solution and just falling flat. All right. So I think Femi is done. So you can go ahead and post your solution on. Please put the language there also, that people can know. All you have to do is just 3 backtick. Then for example, Python, just put py, and this code is going to automatically detect that you're trying to put in a code. And it's going to, your code is going to come here. I just posted mine. All right, let me go ahead and share my screen also. Let me share my screen. Well, I don't need to share my screen actually. I can just use the same page. All right. Can everyone hear me? So I've submitted, let me reload this page. I've submitted my solution. Here we go. All right. So I know as Femi posted the solution.
Okay, I'll post mine now.
All right, because I would like to discuss the solution also. And anyone else that wants to post, right, just post on the Discord channel so that I can copy it and run it in front of people. So better make sure it works, or else it's not going to work.
Let me see if I can post.
Sorry, how do you say? Can you just show me a sample of how to post it? Skip.
So I can show my screen for that. Share your screen. Discord. All right. Look at this. You can see Discord, right?
Yes.
All right. So if you want to post, let's say you want to post Python, right? Just put three backtick. 1, 2, 3. Right? Then you put the language that you want to. The code is in PY, right? You see, it automatically detects it, right? Then you finish it with backtick. Then you can post your this in this block. Class, it's going to automatically detect it. Def, go those keywords for it's going to, so you can just then submit. I should take care of it for you. All right, very sure. All right, so let's talk about the problem. I'm still waiting. Okay, let me just talk about mine. So it's actually a very simple solution. As you can see, I already submitted it. So, but just to show people, whenever you solve a problem on Leetcode, if you do wrong code, it doesn't mean that it has passed. It only passes when you click on submit, and submit shows you that it's accepted, right? That's when it passes, right? So you have to click that submit. Wrong code is not the final destination. Submit is the final destination. So let me explain what I did. What I did is very simple, right? You know what? To make things more clear, let me name this X. Let me name this X. Right. So basically, what we are doing in this case is that, first of all, I'm defining like an hash map for those that are coming from other language, dictionary, right? Hash map, dictionary, blah, blah, blah. I'm defining that X equals 0. And I'm defining, what each of them represent. Plus X represent 1. XS plus, X plus represents 1. Negative minus X, -1. X minus -1. And all I'm doing is starting with X of 0. And I just loop through the operation that is being passed in here. For example, this one. And for each operation, I simply add the value, right? I simply add the value to X, right? So this is the same thing as if saying X equals to X plus operation value. Some of you might ask the question that, what about when, the operation value that we are getting here, right, is -1. Remember, in programming language, in programming language, if you have 2 plus minus -1, your final result is going to be 2 minus 1, right? So it shouldn't matter. So all I'm doing is just looping through the array, right, the operations, and say, which operation is this? It's going to tell me, oh, this operation is actually negative X. Okay, negative X. Okay, take the current value of X, add it to the value that negative X represent in this section. Now, what does negative X represent in this section? It represents -1. So this is going to be like, oh, it's going to be 0 plus minus -1, which is going to give us what? -1. And it just repeats that. That's it. There's nothing special about it. Does anyone have any question?
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward to me. Yeah.
All right. All right. Let's talk about, I think Femi already posted his solution. So let's grab Femi's solution. We are doing the same thing. But Femi, you didn't tell me what language this is though. It looks like Python to me.
I wrote it there. Yeah, it's Python. I wrote it in Python 3 at the top.
Okay, Python 3. Yeah, we did it probably practically the same thing. So this is actually very easy. It's very easy. So let's move on to the next problem. Or I need to stop calling them problem actually. I call them like a solution or challenge for some weird out.
Okay, I want to make a note though. Okay, so I think the dictionary approach will run faster than the list approach because they get the time to get item in dictionary is actually O of 1 compared to that's faster. I just a comment.
No, that's a very good, that's a very good comment, right? I think someone earlier, or just allow me that mentioned things about performance and stuff like that. In our case, right, we are not optimizing for performance, right? But using a dictionary, because the object that you use, in this case, we use a dictionary, also known as hash map or map or whatever in your other programming language, is going to be better because this is going to be O of 1, right? Like Femi mentioned. So that is going to reduce number of calls or iterations that your operation has to make, but that is a separate discussion. That's a very good point. Thanks for bringing that up. The second question, it's also a very easy one, hopefully. So this is second question. Let me post it in the group. Just post it in the group. And question 2. Question 2, it says, given an array of integer norms, return number of good pairs. Okay. For a pair I and J to be called good, if the norms of I and the norms of J are equal value, and I is less than J. Let's, if it's confusing, let's look at the example. So we are given 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 3, right? They said our apple is 4. So they are good 4 pair. What makes it a good pair? A pair is good if that pair meets 2 things. I of 0, index 0, which is what, 1, and index 3 are good pair because they are equal in value and the 0 is less than 3. Is the index 0 and index 4 are good value because 1 and 1 are equal and this index 0 is less than 4. Index 3 and 4 are good value because index 3 is going to be this, index 4 is going to be this. They are equal in value and 3 is less than 4. 2 and 5 are good values because 2 let's see, 2 is going to be what's the index of 2? This 3, right? 3 and 3 are equal and 2 is less than 5. Now your goal right now is now to write the algorithm that will tell us the number of good pairs in a given array. Does anyone have any question?
Please just come again one more time, please.
All right. So a pair, an index pair, let me use the word index pair, right? They are good values if they are equal and the first one is less than the second one. So let me give an example of 0 and 3. Index 0 is, the value at index 0 is what? 1. The value at index 3 is what? 0, 1, 2, 3. It's also 1. So they are equal. Now you just have to make sure their index, which is 0 for this one and 3 for this one, 0 is less than 3. That's a good index. The same thing with 0 and 4. Let's go to 2 and 5. For index 2 is 1, 0, 1, 2 is 3. Index 5 is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 3. Both of them, their values are equal, and 2 is less than 5. Yep. So that's what we have right now. They are good index. Now your job is to find the total number of good pairs that we have in this array. Right? Does anyone have any question?
Let's look at example 2.
All right, example 2. That one is very simple because the values are equal, right? So automatically, right, they are equal in value. And all you have to do is just the index pair is going to be 0, 1 are going to be good in index pair. 1, let me write it down. For example, 2, 0, 1 are going to be good pair because their value is 1, 1, right? And 0 is less than 1. 1, 2 are going to be good pair because their value is 1 and 1, and 1 is less than 2. And 2, 3 is going to be a pair. No, let me try to insert this at the solution. 0, 1 are going to be good pair. 0, 2 are going to be good pair. 0, 3 are going to be good pair because their value is always going to be 1 and the first number is less than the second number. All right, 1, 2 are going to be good pair, right? 1, 3 are going to be good pair, right? The value is 1, yeah, same thing. 2 and 3 are going to be good pair. That is how they ended up in 6.
Yeah, thanks. That's clear.
All right. All right. And the last example, since there are no equal value there, they can't be good pair there. Right. All right. All right, folks, let's start solving. Let's start thinking. Let's start thinking about solution. All right. I'm going to go on mute right now. We have about 20 minutes to solve it. All right. And at the end of by 2:20, you can start posting your solution. Sorry, the next by 6:20. All right, yeah, 6:20, you can start posting your solution. All right.
This one is hard though. We
You are still going to solve by 6:20 now. If not tackle the questions.
I'm giving it a try already though.
All right, is anyone done?
Yeah, I'm actually going.
All right, just once the submit button tells you accepted, that means you're done. We have one more minute.
Yeah, I've submitted. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, okay. Submitted. Something.
All right. Once it's 6:20, you can start posting your solution because
Yeah, so I just came up with a baseline, something rough, but it works. It's
sorry,
not
I didn't
very
hear you.
efficient. Yeah, I said I just came up with a baseline solution, very rough and not very efficient, but it works because the time was quite short. Did you hear me?
Yeah, I heard you. So it's the same thing I did, right? Just come up with baseline solution and we talk about the efficiency. Yeah. All right, but yeah, you can post your solution in the group. I already posted mine.
Let me just come up.
All right, folks, I think I'm going to stop right here. Let's load up the solution. All right, let me reload my page. Oh. This one is kind of labeled easy, but it's not easy as you would think. All right. So this is my solution, but I would like to post Akin solution. I think, and maybe you can talk us through this thing. So I assume this is Python. What Python version is this too? Is it Python 3?
I think it works on both. Anyone will work.
All right. So do you want to walk us through the solution?
Okay, yeah, sure. So what I did was quite straightforward and rudimentary. So starting from the count equals to 0. So the whole point of the question was that we should just keep track of two numbers that are equal to each other. Then you should also bear in mind that the index, like they should be going serially. So with that in mind, that's where the first for loop comes in. So the first for loop picks what is at the first index, then removes it from the entire list. Then whatever is left in the entire list, I just basically go through it to check if there's a match. If there's a match in the front, then I increase the count. So then when that's done, since I've already removed that from the entire list, it goes back again to the second item, pops that out, then goes to the front and check if there's any identical existence, then comes back, pop the next one, goes to check, comes back, till it gets to the end of the list, then it's basically done. So that is like a baseline solution to solving the problem that works.
True.
But like that's the initial idea I had. It will take more time to code it out but it's way more efficient than this. But because of the short time, I just decided to, just whip up something that would work for now. So that's why, because this is not a very good solution. So,
Well,
yeah.
if I'm the interviewer, right, this is not like the most optimal solution. This is the first stage of the solution, right? Right. So this is good. So all you have to do is just, basically you're like take one. You simply take one. You take one, check who is equal to one, right? We have two of them, that's going to be count of that, increase count like that, things like that. Yep, that's what you did. It's a very that's a straightforward solution, right? This is good.
Yeah.
All right. Anyone else have anything else? Maybe question for him. Yeah, if there's no question, I think I'm going to stop recording. Okay, Femi. So no question. If there's no question, I'm going to go ahead and stop recording.